I'm going to show you how to make pulled beef. You're going to need the following ingredients. 1 green onion diced, a teaspoon of herbes de Provence, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. And this is chuck roast, 2.5 to 3 pounds, 2 tablespoons of butter, paprika to taste, a half a can of diced tomatoes, and that'll be about 7 ounces, and 2 cups of low sodium vegetable stock. First thing I'm going to do is sprinkle one side with half of the salt and pepper and herbes de Provence. Now I'm going to sprinkle some paprika on top, and this is just to taste. And you can use whatever type of paprika you desire. I'm just using regular paprika. Now in a pan or a deep skillet, that's what I'm using, a deep saucepan, I melted the butter, and you're going to place your chuck roast into the pan with the seasoned side facing downward. Now I have sprinkled the remaining salt, pepper, herbes de Provence, and paprika on the top of this roast, and I've allowed it to cook for about 3.5 minutes. And this is just searing the outsides of it. I just seared the top and bottom. Now I'm going to flip this over. After flipping this over and letting it cook for another 3 minutes, 3.5 to 4 minutes, I'm going to add to this the vegetable stock. And the reason why I'm using vegetable stock is because I just like the contrast of the different flavors. The vegetable stock has everything in it, from the carrots and the celery and so on, and this will just give more flavor to the meat. You can use whatever type of stock you desire. So now after adding the low sodium vegetable stock, I'm going to add a half a can of the diced tomatoes. I'm just going to pour that on top. And that's about 7 ounces. I'm going to put the green onion on top, and then I'm going to place the lid on this, and this is going to go in a preheated 325-degree oven, and this is going to bake for about 4.5 to 5 hours. Into the oven it goes. After about 2.5 hours, I removed this from the oven, and I'm going to flip this over. And I know I'm doing this with one hand. I should have used a tripod, but you'll get the idea. So after flipping this over, cover it back up, put it back into the oven, and let it cook for about another 2 hours, 2.5 hours. After about 2 hours, you want to check it, and you want to cook it until it's fork tender. You don't want to overcook this, but until it falls apart nicely with the fork. For me, it took a total of 4 hours and 45 minutes, and as you see, it pulls apart. So now I'll cover it with the lid and let it rest for another 20 minutes. I let this rest for about an hour total, and I just put some of it into the bowl, and I'm going to use 2 forks to pull it apart, and I'm going to do this for all the beef, and it comes apart very easily because it's very tender. And you can serve this however you desire. I hope you guys try this recipe and enjoy it. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And also remember, you can find the full recipe to the link on my blog in the description box below. And you also can add me on Facebook and Google+. Remember to do all you can to stop all bullying and abuse. Live and be well, my friends. Thank you for watching.